So the big question is, well, how do we get more people to register online? How do we do that? I do it a couple different ways. The first thing we do is I beg my racers, do not pass that processing fee on to your participants. People will, for $2, they lose their minds. And I get nasty emails, well, you're saying your race is $20, but it's really $22. And so absorb the cost. If you're not absorbing the cost, start. If you can't afford the $2, bump your race fee, but absorb the cost. And make sure you, in all your promotional materials, register online for no additional fee. That's big. People, runners who've done this a lot, know that if I register online, I'm going to get tagged. I'm going to get banged another couple bucks. If you advertise no additional fee, it works great. The second thing I do is on my paper registrations, we charge anywhere between a $2 to $5 paper registration handling fee. So you can register online for our race for $20, or you can send me a paper entry and pay $25. It works. And people don't really challenge it a whole lot. Every once in a while we have 3 guys in our area, you talk about age groups, I call them the Gray Panthers. But they also believe that the internet's a fad and it's going to go away, so they refuse to register online. So when I do the $5 processing fee, I get bombarded with the emails how unfair it is, and I just email them back and said, when you send me your paper entry, I have to hand it to somebody, I have to pay them to data import it, I have to take then your check and run it to the bank. We have a whole different accounting system. It costs me more money to process it by paper. And they're like, oh, I understand that. So charge that processing fee. The other thing that we advertise and promote really heavily is all the features that you get when you register online. We're going to give you email notification results, you get your text of your results, you can download your finisher certificate. Those are only available to online registrants. If you register by paper, you can't have that. And if you say, here's your value for registering online, they'll do it. And the other best thing with the online is you can, and I was just talking with Brian, we're going to experiment with this with one of our races, where we're not going to allow any race day registration by paper. We're going to use the kiosks, and we're going to use the dynamic bib assignment, where we're going to say, if you want to register race morning, do it at home before you come here. And when you come, then we'll go ahead and pull you up. But we're not going to process any paper registrations on race morning. And if you do that, then you get your notifications in your paper and your certificate. Yeah?
Is it realistic to, let's say, have people register by iPad at the race instead of coming at?
Yeah.
So that's realistic?
Yeah, we have people do that where they're driving there and they.
Well, like, you provide the iPad.
Yeah, you can. They have that functionality.
So we've done experiments where we have an iPad, a Chromebook, a Mac, and a PC, and it's age graded. so the teenagers are on the iPad, the 20-somethings are on the Macs and the Chromebook, and then the old guys like me are on the PCs.
I get race day registration. I for many years battled with people. We tried different strategies to force people to register early. As a race director, that makes everyone's life easier. You know how many shirts to get, you know how much food to have, if you can just get everybody to register early. This is when the epiphany came to me. I'm not kidding you. I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, this will solve the problem. $25 on a race morning. We'll leave online registration open until 9 p.m. And we big letters. Registration open until 9 p.m. Race day, $25 more. Big letters. And we still have a line. And I'm looking at this, and I walked up to a friend of mine who's standing in the line, who registers race day every time. And I go, why, man? Why? I said, you're paying $25 more. Why didn't you register last night? He goes, I didn't know if I was going to get called into work this morning. And I go, but still, he said, you know how many races I've paid for that I've never run? I would rather pay $10 more for a race I run than pay $35 for a race I didn't. And I went, okay. And I'm just saying that we track this, and our trends have been from 60 to 70% in week out to now we see 60 to 70% of all our entries come in the last 3 days. And I can't fight it. And my grandpa used to say, you never wrestle with a pig, because you both end up getting muddy and you just aggravate the pig. And that's about where I'm at with the late registrations anymore. It's a phenomenon that we're, in my area at least, we're stuck with. I'm done fighting it. I'm going to figure out ways to embrace it, and I think the way to do it in my area is say, fine, register before you get up in the morning and you put your shoes on, put your running singlet on, go to your computer, register yourself, and come pick your stuff up. So those are what I think about trying to push people online, automate your registration process, get away from your paper registrations. That's the best thing you'll ever do. If you have people enter their own data, and you have it all in one spot. It makes the timer's life easier. It makes your race director's life easier. And I think it makes it better for the participants as well, because they do get added into the database and they have access to all the features.